Greg. So basically, I will be eating and talking, and if you're ready to watch them scramble, I'll stop my personal development time, which is the end of loneliness. Step by step. End of loneliness is personal development time. Yeah, end of loneliness, like of course your personal time is end of loneliness, and how you fill your time, how you fill your personal time with the kind of things you want to do, is the end of loneliness. So what I do is I listen to stuff that empowers me, and I create the stuff that empowers others like you. So we're talking about high vibrational beings. High vibrational beings is nothing but a person who has power, right? Unique. Like for me, I could be unique in thinking, in some way, right? So basically, no matter what life throws at me be able to endure that, or staying unperturbed, undisturbed, and keep on moving, being unstoppable. That could be my gift. Somebody else could be creating a very nice pictures, right? Somebody else could be creating great music, right? All sorts of things. So this person, some people call it chosen one, some people call it positive person, influencer, change maker, great dad, father, mother, whatever, right? But end of the day, it's the person of power, and I call this person a high vibrational being. High vibrational being is a person who has natural gifts, and they have to lead some set settings. So high vibrational being, for example, if we take a relationship, a woman could be high vibrational being, and who would be calling the shot that serves the relation well, instead of a man leading the household or all the decisions, right? So it's knowing who's the vibrational being, power vibrational being, like, no, who's the high vibrational being in a given situation, who will actually direct and lead, right? So my program Clarity, leading with clarity, is geared for those guys that are leaders, right? And then you have supporters, right? So it could be women like Jacinda Ardern, who would be leading things, and a person who would be holding frame and holding support for her could be her follower, which is her husband. For example, Jacinda Ardern, the former Prime Minister of New Zealand, for example, right? So this person of power, there are like many forces are kind of controlling this person of power. If the person of power, high vibrational being, if they get the right support system, great. But if they don't get the right support system, they are always vulnerable, and vulnerable to not reach their full potential, which is to really learn about themselves in soul, learn about themselves in body, mind, and learn about practical powers, practical strengths and stuff, to be able to reach their best potential and unleash that potential into the world to improve the conditions, personal condition or professional condition, or conditions of the humanity at large, right? These guys are the same legacy makers, legends, like Mahatma Gandhi. I'm not going to say Mahatma Gandhi, I'm sorry. Nelson Mandela is the only one I kind of want to follow. I don't want to follow anybody from India, to be honest. Everybody was still limited in their learning. Nelson Mandela was good because 29,000 days of set aside, 9,000 days of destiny. 9,000 days he lived in a place, who locked people that locked him. He came out and he forgave them, like really from a place of forgiveness, and he built a good, not built, really restored a broken nation, and moved it to the right direction. Nelson Mandela, brother, thank you so much, brother. And Bob Marley is also one of those guys, and at least he lived with freedom. Even if he did not significantly make a difference, he reached a potential, but his potential was freedom, and he reached that potential of his freedom, and he unleashed that into the world through his music, where he created music that empowered and moved life in natural ways. So that's the work we are doing. Clarity is all about understanding and reaching your best potential, and then really, really having a positive experience of life, all other good things. Everlee Wihongi, right? Everlee Wihongi. I was just going through the screenshots. And I saw this picture, right? I didn't even read the title of the picture. I didn't even read anything else, but I saw this picture. Um, and I normally feel stress on the left side of my shoulder. I feel stress here. Yeah. My friend does this. And we are just having a conversation, boom, 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 and he goes like, right? So I feel stress here, right? And then I was just scrolling through, and the picture I just saw the picture and felt a tingling energy releasing. A chunk of stress was releasing, like that, right? And then that stopped me. I stopped scrolling and I started looking at this girl, and I was looking, and this girl was like, and then I looked at it again very carefully, and this girl appeared to me like a fish, like a mermaid, right? Her hairstyle was like that, and I started to get vision because I'm intuitive guy, right? I'm an intuitive guy, very connected. My third eye chakra, this third eye, no, this is one, two, third eye, very connected, and I started vision, and it's not just me, man, guys. I live in New Zealand, and I meet some Maori elderly people, like 70, 75-year-old. Man, they're the most intelligent people in the world. They haven't even gone to school, and they provide framing and templates to what I do, what I know. They, in one word, they explain me about myself, which is pretty nice. When you're in the grind, when you're in the trenches, you're hustling, struggling, and you're doing everything you want to do, and there is always a sense of uncertainty sometimes, right? And then this guy comes and he understands you. I'm not saying he's teaching me about myself, but he understands that I'm on the right track, and that's what I want to do. When you're in a grind, you're going through the motions, going through the trenches, going through the struggle. You think, will it ever end? Am I even taking actions in the right direction? That's what my work is like. Everybody who follows me, I just encourage them. Yes, this is the right direction, because sometimes if we don't see the future, we have to create the future, and the first step is always to show up, right? So I saw Everlee Wihongi, just energy. So what was it? It was a natural healer, mermaid, right? So I'll Google mermaid a little bit. Just give me one sec.